Uh. I feel like it's on the wrong side of my face. Test.
All right, welcome everyone to tonight's game. Saturday night here, SkyCity Stampede versus Canterbury Red Devils. I'm Joel LeBreton. I'm here with
Kelly Nelson.
And we're going to be doing a commentary for tonight. Dave has been called away, so we'll see how we get on here.
And we apologize for that in advance. But the good thing is you can put us on mute and just enjoy the game.
Exactly, it's going to be a barn burner tonight, I think.
Someone's going to light the barn on fire if they have to listen to us for an hour and a half.
Possibly, very possibly. Well, you've got the right accent for announcing hockey, though.
Yeah, I'm from the state of hockey, you know. Minnesota, they just never make playoffs. You watched the Stanley Cup game today?
I did, but I don't know if we should talk about it on here, the results. There might be a few upset people if they haven't watched that game yet.
You snooze, you lose is what I say. Hockey's in real time.
That's fair enough. So yes, we may reveal some scores here. Maybe throw it in the comments if you don't want to see that happen.
We'll just say there's a game 7.
There. Spoiler alert. Sorry, we can put a disclaimer on that one first. There's a spoiler alert. So yeah. So what do you reckon's going to happen tonight here, Kelly?
Oh, I don't know. I watched last night from the comfort of my couch. So I got to listen to you and Dave do a fabulous job.
Nice. That's what I like to hear.
It was quite exciting. Christchurch came back. Or, I mean, they stuck with it. They didn't let down.
No, I agree. Like, even, you know, at the point where they were kind of 6-1 down, they were still in the game. They were fighting. They had some grit, determination. Their captain, Orr, was just really putting in the hard yards there. A lot of grit, a lot of determination, a lot of physicality. Yeah, so that's what I was saying before. I think we're in for a barn burner tonight. It's going to be a very, very intense, high-speed, intense game.
And Christchurch also didn't have to travel today as well. They had the whole day to rest, relax, have a coffee,
That's true.
take a nap.
Hopefully they didn't catch any Queenstown flu last night if they decided to go out and explore all the wonders that Queenstown has to offer.
Oh, yes, I think that's for tonight.
Very possibly, yes.
I mean, yes, this is a pay-to-play league, but it's still pretty... people take it pretty serious. They're game ready. There's lots of players that could slot into their lineup if they don't take it seriously.
100%. No, I have a big feeling that Canterbury have come to play tonight, especially after last night. That little glimmer of hope, you know, that last 10, 15 minutes of that third period, digging deep, getting the results. Yeah, I think that's going to, they're going to come out firing here.
Oh, yes. I'm just trying to get to know all the numbers.
That'll be the tough part. Yeah. Stampede's generally pretty easy to work out, but yeah, it's a little bit more difficult when you don't know the Red Devils players. But we will do our best. Please bear with us.
We're both color commentators, that's for sure.
Exactly.
Not play-by-play.
Oh, it's going to be interesting tonight. I think, players from the Red Devils to watch. I think Sean Brown is going to have quite a big impact straight off the bat. Joseph Orr, of course, captain. He's going to want to come out firing, lead by example there. Logan Willis, Daniel Monk both had really good games. Ethan Esposito last night as well. Really, really firing for that team. Yeah, it's going to be, I think, Liam Dellimore is someone you can never count out as well. But I think, as I said before, it's going to be a lively, lively game. I think Red Devils probably would have read the riot act a little bit last night about their discipline, not reacting to things, coughing up penalties. Although they did score a short-handed goal on one of the penalty kills they were on, so they'll be happy about that.
I did see that. The Stampede players were too busy watching the puck on that one. Something that we are told by lovely Dave Dubnik, body.
Exactly.
Which means look at the body.
Exactly, yep.
Not necessarily a body check.
Don't get caught puck watching, no. It looks like we got Tim Kerry in net again. He did a fantastic job last night. It's going to be good to see what he brings to the table tonight.
Yes. Got the starting lineups announced by Ross Burns on the mic there. It looks like the crowd is filing in tonight as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was another sold-out game tonight, but I'm pretty sure it got pretty close. I know there was only a few tickets left as we were kicking off.
Yeah, and you have SkyCity, one of their major sponsor for the Stampede, has a little step and repeat there to take some nice photos for fans.
Saw that, and the under-15s are doing their raffle, legendary raffle.
U18s tonight.
Oh, is it U18s tonight, is it? Oh, it was under-15 last night.
Yeah, the U15s were in Alexandra today playing tournaments all day.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, nice.
So I think they had some good results there. They kind of divide up the teams and have about 4 teams under that new roof. We have, let's see, Axel Ruski-Jones out there. I heard him and his brother Ollie just had a rest week in Bali.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah.
That's probably why they were both playing so loose last night. They were looking good out there.
So are you doing this color here?
Hey? We'll see. Let's see how we get on.
We'll both be talking over each other.
All right.
So a bit of a younger forward line starting out. That's pretty exciting.
We've got Robbie, Axel Ruski-Jones, and Hurley out there. McCallum and Freer on the D. Aston Brooks in net. McCallum bringing the puck up here. Robbie chips it in.
And it's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
A race for the puck with some of the U12s.
Someone's taking home a souvenir tonight.
And they tossed it back.
They decided to give it back.
They're raised right.
We're raised right, yes.
Fans can buy souvenir pucks over with the people at the front. Have a little Stampede logo on them.
Yeah,
pretty exciting.
Yeah,
it's new this year.
Great little take home. Ruski-Jones take the draw. Free across to McCallum. Dumps it in. Robbie in. Picked up by Tappan behind the net. Wills Ranskin takes time. Nice little chip out off the ref. Oh, just missed Dow there with a cross pass. Free collects behind the net. Callum picking up, wheeling it out to Robbie. Oh, didn't quite break it out there. Brown to collect. Good cross-ice pass. Dellimore there. Oh, Hunt and Dellimore coming in. Back to point. Shot on net, just wide. Amston breakout here. He's got the legs, he's got the speed. Great pass there up to Brown. Takes in the corner. Was out to Kerr Cope. Crossing part in the center. Rees with a shot. Great save by Brooksy there. Stampede clear it out of the zone. Freo dump in. Collected by McIntosh. Back to the point. First shot on net. Swallowed up by Kerry there.
A little back and forth for the first from the puck drop.
Yeah, good intensity. As I said before, you know, Red Devils spend a lot of time in the Stampede zone there. They're coming out strong. They know they've got to strike early here. You know, you can't let it start getting away from you like it did last night. You need that intensity all game, not just in the last period. I've got Ross tied up against the boards here. Ruled out by Hunt. Good. Chipped across the true. Oh, Pete's is up in the middle there. Oh, nice little deflect in front by Esposito there. Swallowed up by Brooksy. That's dangerous opportunity.
Yeah, smart for him to cover that puck up there, as there are a lot of players in front hungry.
Yeah, a lot of traffic happening there. All right, we've got Tappan, Hodge, Orr on the wing, Esposito taking the draw. Ball behind the net, collected by True, clears it up, and that is going to go for icing.
So this will give the opportunity for the Red Devils to change, but it looks like they're not going to take that. Keep their line out there for the face-off in the offense. Yeah,
this is really strong line, this one from the Devils. You're going to see if they can make something happen here. Right, Devlin and Esposito on the draw. Oh, slipped on through. Hodge with a shot. Blocked. Ooh. Harrison goes down. Willis collects. We have a late whistle here for a trip.
A trip in the offensive zone, too. That was a tough one.
That is a tough one. You know, not much in it. Not really malicious in any kind of way or anything like that. Just one of those things that happens, I guess.
Yeah.
And now we get to see that Stampede power play fire up for the first time in this game. That's McIntosh quarterbacking on the blue line there. And Chalice floating on the far side here. Freer across to McIntosh. Oh, great little shot there.
Yeah.
By Ross, I think that was. Chalice on the wing here, wheeling it behind the net. Pops out in front, McIntosh, cross.
Oh, and just
great little backhand shot there by Ross. Gobbled up by Kerry.
Some great passing. It's looking like the Red Devils are giving the Stampede a bit more time to move it on the perimeter there.
Yep, absolutely. They're doing a good job. They're letting them have it around the outside there, but as soon as it comes into the middle, into the house, they're really clogging up those lanes. A little face-off here on the Wanaka Beer Works face-off circle. Ross picks up, wheels it in. Back up to McCullum. Across to Chalice. He's going to pick it up. Dish it out to Ross. Ross have a shot. Great save by Kerry. He says no thank you. We have 1 minute and 8 seconds left in the power play for the Stampede. 16:53 and still 0-0.
Are we not having the score clock on the...
Oh, no, it's not. Just always.
Yesterday it wasn't. It looked a bit
wasn't it?
old
Maybe
school.
it might not be, yeah. McIntosh dishes across to McCallum. Winds up, takes a shot. Loose puck, Kerry diving. A
little bit of an early whistle there.
Early whistle there, yep.
Yeah. Nothing you hate more as an offensive player when that happens.
Exactly.
But as a defensive player, you're like, yeah.
Nothing you love more as a goalie.
Yeah, they'll take it.
Exactly. Stampede are going to bring out their second power play unit here. We've got Devlin on the draw, Burns and Amston on D, Harrison and Freer on the wings. Harrison wheels back to Burns, across to Amston. Great shot from Amston, covered up by Kerry.
Fun fact, Amston is left-handed when he writes.
Really?
Yeah. Right-handed shooter, left-handed writer.
Far out.
My sister Kimberly told me this today.
Nice. Little inside family info there. That's what we like to see. We're going to have Dallimore here taking the draw up against Devlin. Or on the wing, Kerry's just adjusting some equipment here, I think.
While he does that, we're just going to thank another sponsor for the SkyCity Stampede, and that would be AWS Legal. Thanks for supporting the boys, the team.
Hell yeah, definitely. Definitely. We've also got LBRP Consulting, Tilemax, Queenstown Health, Cook Brothers Construction, Creekworks, WT Partnerships, James Allen Photography, MediaWorks, Sign It, Event Finder, Queenstown Ice Hockey Club. You know, without these guys, this sort of thing just doesn't happen, you know. It's so integral to make it affordable for the players. Still not quite sure what's going on here. I don't know if is the puck caught in his equipment.
That's what I'm
still,
thinking.
Maybe?
Like,
yeah, just trying to fish it out.
But at the same time, the puck was loose, and it didn't. They blew the whistle a bit prematurely.
Yeah.
So I don't think the puck ever got in the equipment.
No, he must be looking for the puck. I can't think of it. Yeah. Maybe hang him up like a piñata.
Oh yeah.
I joke, people.
So let's keep an eye out for that missing puck ball.
Yes. Yeah, that could create quite a bit of confusion. No, he's coming over the bench. Yeah, he must be caught up in his gear somewhere there. Yeah. Another big shout out to one of the sponsors here, Upholstery Workshop, for all your upholstery needs. Enigma Ice Hockey as well, another big supporter of the Stampede. And we have a puck. Oh, looks like we've got Ben Rotto and Adam Nagy on the lines there. And Richard Button is wearing the stripes tonight. So, yeah, two local Queenstown boys, but don't worry, that won't affect them. They are 100% professionals, and they will call it fair as they see it.
When everybody sees things differently,
No,
that's how the world works.
So. It is. All right, let's do that hockey. Dallimore with a draw, Devlin. Wheel back to point Amston. Takes shot, traffic in front. And that is blown down.
They're doing good at getting those quick shots off.
They are.
I think they just need to take away more eyes in front of them.
Another puck into the thrown back. So everyone listening at home, if you have a puck come over the glass, that is your souvenir to take home and keep forever. Maybe get it signed by your favourite player.
Put a piece of tape around it, write the date on it.
Exactly. Burns will pick up down to Freer, across to Amston. Amston with a shot. Gobbled up by Kerry.
Kerry's doing a good job of keeping that puck and not giving out those rebounds.
Just calm everything down. That's what you need in a PK situation like this. 41 seconds left in the Stampede power play. Devlin on the draw. Back out to Amston. Down low to Freer. A lot of traffic in front of the net here. Amston across to Burns. Back across to Freer. Back across to Burns. Oh, in front. Harrison whiffing on that shot, unfortunately. Burns to Amston. Amston with the one-time snipe.
Power play goal.
Power play goal. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. See them do the flyby.
Nice. Oh, beautiful feed from Burns there. Straight to Amston. One time. Stampeder on the board. Score is 1-0.
I'll have to watch that again on the live stream as I was looking to check how much time was left on the power play and missed it.
All right, Rusky Jones on Esposito for the draw here. Robbie and Orr on the wing. Hurley muscles it through. Picked up by Esposito. Dumps it in. Oh, picked up on the outside there. Kept in by Hodge. Centering pass straight to Brooksy there. He's going to gobble it up and slow everything down.
It's been a couple minutes since we've been in the defensive zone for the Stampede.
It has been, yeah. That was quite an effective power play they had clicking there. Oh, great job there to keep it in. Esposito picks up the pass. Bangs it home.
Yeah.
Great dish from the young Russian on the Red Devils there. I would love to be able to say his name. Dima. I'll say Dima. His surname is very hard to pronounce, unfortunately. But much respect. Great feed. Great finish by Esposito there. 1-1 game.
Yeah.
Fred McCallum looking up ice here. Going to take it for a bit of a skate. Wheel around the net. Ooh, high centering flip pass there.
He goes a deflection off the stick.
Red Devil tries to clear it out. And hand pass from Freya.
It's a 1-1.
1-1, yes. Yeah, just under 5 minutes gone in this game, and it's it's already cracking.
Yeah, we knew this. You called it.
Yeah, I feel like with the way they played in that third period last night, the Red Devils, there was no chance they weren't going to come out with fire in their bellies tonight and up the intensity. Oh, Burns off to Campbell here. Campbell's going to dump it in on net. McCarg picking up, wheeling it around Sofa. And it's picked off by Hunt.
Nice.
Great
wow.
toe drag by Hunt there to just have two Stampede players. Oh, he looks like he's caught his knee on the way through there.
We're going to take a little pause. We have Cole from Queenstown heading right over to check him out.
Yeah, there's quite a nasty little bit of knee contact in the middle there as he's deked through those two Stampede players and cut through to the middle. He just, connected with, I'm not sure which Stampede player it was actually. Totally incidental, but hopefully he's going to be okay.
Hunt is their import from New York.
He's from New York.
United States.
That's all right. They build him tough there. He'll be fine.
An East Coaster.
East Coaster. Willis chasing behind the net. Up to Amston. Takes a shot. C-Mac there. Just having a quick yarn to Kerry.
Saying hello, catching up,
making sure he's all good. But, Kerry had no problems collecting that one. McIntosh wins the draw. Oh, broken out there by Bull.
And a nice scene.
Reese, sorry. That's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, just clipped it up that little bit too far. Burns going to wheel it around. McIntosh behind the net. And take his time here, set something up.
Centering pass on goal.
Beautiful dish, straight to Freya. Yeah.
I was having a bit of trouble yesterday watching the live stream because I kept mixing up Freer and McIntosh.
Yes, yeah.
And I think you guys were as well.
I was having difficulty with Ross and Devlin because they've both got the same mustache.
Yeah.
But again, just the patience, sit behind the net there, wait for an opportunity, dished it out to Freya. One time, top shelf, thanks for coming.
And we have the crowd going wild. Bob and Mary.
Yes, that's going to put a little bit more pep in their step.
Yeah.
All right, we got Esposito and Devlin here on the draw. Win by Esposito. Oh, battling hard there. Devlin getting stuck in. We have a
penalty holding, it looks like.
Holding call.
Having a bit of question.
Yeah.
Oh.
Holding on Esposito by the looks of it. I thought he was doing quite a good job there, battling away for that puck.
Yeah, Esposito is their import from Canada.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he was having big impact last night, and I mean, no first goal tonight as well.
And he played ACHA too in college.
Nice. Oh, second Stampede power play of the night here. Red Devils to clear out, just clips the ref on the way through there. Ross round to Freer behind the net. He's going to cycle it up. Down to Ross again. Across to McIntosh on point. Carey with a great save through traffic there. McCallum looking for an opportunity here. Red Devils doing a great job clogging up those lanes. McIntosh again with another shot blocked in front. Back to McIntosh. Takes time. Dish it down to Chalice. Chalice centering pass. Picked up by Dallimore. Cleared all the way down the ice to Brooksy.
It's about 1:10 left on the power play for the
Stampede. Great search pass by McCallum there to Ross. Across to Chalice. Carey, great glove save. Slow things down. Give him a chance to regroup.
Our second unit out there that scored on the last power play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Burns and Amston on the blue line there is always dangerous. Devlin on the draw. Freer and Harrison on either side. Tyler Blue. Freer comes out with it. And takes time. Dish to Amston. 1-2. Cross to Burns.
And if you can see right now, all 5 players on the Stampede are right-handed.
Wow,
there's not a lot of lefties in New Zealand.
No, there really isn't, is there?
In ice hockey. So if your child gears more left, let them.
Yeah, exactly. Left-hand demon.
Let them. Even for Canterbury, they're all right-handed as well.
Oh, far out. You wouldn't say that in North America very much, would you?
No, not at all.
In Europe.
It's because of the field hockey.
Ah, yes. Yes. Burns here. Cycle it down to Harrison. Take behind the net. Oh, unlucky on Freer there. Just couldn't quite get a hold of it. It's going to come back down to the Stampede zone. Amston pick up and break it out. Amston up to Burns. Burns legs to dump it in behind the net.
20 seconds left on the power play.
Out to Amston.
Oh, nice.
Harrison with a huge rebound.
Okay, that was...
Wow. That is interesting. I thought that went in.
It sounded, you know how the pipe sounds a bit differently.
Yep.
And the Stampede boys are kind of looking at each other.
Yeah, I feel it when Harrison's...
yeah, it was a nice tip. And
tipped that. Bounce hit the post and bounced straight down, perhaps.
But they didn't say anything in there.
No, there doesn't seem to be too much protest from the Stampede. They're really pushing the issue. So
it's a good thing we're not refs.
Exactly.
I wouldn't want to make that call either.
That's why we just get to stand up here and get the best seats in the house.
It is also why I'm not a goal judge, because I would be trigger happy there.
100%. 100%. Oh, Hodge on the draw here against Rusky Jones. 2 great young players. Nichols round, pick it up behind the net. And, he didn't quite clear it out there. Comes through and clears out Hurley, though. And they get the opportunity there to clear it. And just out of time, unfortunately. It's going to be called as an icing.
So as we're getting ready for the face-off, the NZIHL has their first round this weekend with Canterbury, the Canterbury women, the Inferno, playing Auckland up in Auckland. And it is currently, just finished, 5-6 with Canterbury being on the losing side of that. No,
on the losing
Auckland.
side.
Auckland came out on top. When
Very
I
nice.
left, Auckland was winning like 4-1 or something. So.
Wow. Another great Canterbury comeback story.
Yeah.
Robbie Willing down behind the net here. Not quite enough power on to get up to the point there. Rusky Jones, good check on Hodge. Hopkins wheeling it around. Esposito can't quite get there. Hodge again. He's looking for Esposito in the middle there. Elects to carry it through himself. Gets tied up there with Coyle.
It's getting a bit physical now.
It is. It is. You know.
There's a slashing call, I believe.
Oh, from True. Cam True. Yeah. True slashing. All right. So we're going to get to see the Red Devils' first power play of the night here. We have Hunt.
Hunt is back. Okay.
Hunt is back. Esposito, Nichols, Dell.
And they wanted to get Orr out there, but
yes,
that might be a warning.
Yeah, I'm about to say he'll come in with a second unit and do some damage, no doubt. Cross to Esposito, back to Nichols. Drops down Esposito, trying to get away from Sofa there. Oh, great centering pass to Delamore. Oh, just cleared it out.
Nice hit by Markon.
Levels Nichols there. Esposito taking the time. Orr is now out on the ice. They've made that change. Esposito breaks in. Has a shot. Deflected by Brooksy up into the netting.
Just to get that whistle for the Stampede to reset, change up their penalty kill line.
Yep.
You don't want to be out there too long on the PK at all.
Definitely not, especially with the intensity that you know the Devils are going to bring.
Yep.
You know, goal down, you've got the power play. Now's the time to strike. Hunt on the draw, won by McIntosh. Orr chasing behind the net and cleared out. Nichols is going to chase that down, carries and calm the puck down. Going to take a little time here to reset. Walks through McIntosh there. Esposito, cross to Delamore. Great block there by McCallum. Orr picks it up back to Orr through the middle. Dish pass across to Delamore. Oh, picked by McIntosh. He's got some space here. What can he do?
Oof.
Oh. Had the puck roll on in there. Esposito's bringing it back out. He's got legs. Unfortunately, just chipped it before the blue line there.
Little messy change there.
Yes. No, it doesn't seem to be any too many men call or anything like that. We're going to have a draw in the neutral zone.
Just a casual conversation between players.
Oh,
They're asking what's planned for
later on. Where are they going to go get burgers?
Are you enjoying Queenstown?
Yeah. What pizza they're going to get from Sells?
Buffalo chicken.
Oh, pepperoni all the way.
Nah.
Taffin is going to collect it behind the net here. We have Brown, Hodge, Bull as well out there. Collected by Brown. He's going to elect to skate it in. Couldn't quite dump it over the line there. And spilled out up to Hodge.
Ooh.
That's Brown there getting involved in a little extracurriculars. And Willis going to chase it in. Stampede to clear it all the way back.
And they're full strength now.
Full strength. All right, we have Tapping with the puck here. Looks for Hunt through the middle. I'm glad to see Hunt back out there after that knee on knee. I'm glad it was nothing too serious.
Yep.
Kerry has to come out of his net to play that puck with Harrison bearing down on him. Yeah, Devlin here looking for the centering pass. Out to Ross. Oh, Hunt's done a good job to tie his stick up there. Back to Devlin behind the net. Ross behind the net. Looking for Harrison. Can't quite collect it. Hunt looking for Delamore up through the middle here. Delamore takes his time, takes the outside, gets a shot away. Brooksy says no to the rebound with Hunt bearing down on him. We're going to see a face-off here in the Stampede offensive zone with Hunt on the draw. Dodwell on the wing with Delamore.
And 8 minutes remaining.
8 minutes remaining in the first. Oh, there's a great shot there by Dimmer. The defenseman who has come to the Red Devils this year. Oh, big hit there by Dowell. Hunt to collect in front of the net. No, cleared out by the defense. True elects to send it outside the zone. Picked up by Delmore in the neutral. Through to Hunt. Freer. On Chalice, onto McIntosh. McIntosh dumps it in for Freer. They elect to bring it back through the neutral zone and dump it in on net. Picked up by Dima to Dallimore. Back to McCullum here, sees Freer on the far side. Slow shot in. Oh, dangerous in front of net, lots of traffic. Picked up by Red Devils, who are gonna get a change in here while they have the opportunity, or still jogging through the neutral zone there. Cross pass to Robbie, can't quite collect. Picked up by Hopkins, who's trying to get it out of the zone here. And chipped out by Esposito. Stampede to dump it in around the net, which will be collected by Hopkins. Back around the net to Willis. Oh, almost robbed there by Hurley. Esposito has to step in low, and he's going to elect to skate it out. Oh.
Red Devils a bit upset that wasn't an interference.
They could be upset by that. I could see them being upset by that. All right, Freer elects to slow it down. And McCallum's going to bring it up the ice here with Robbie. And Tappan says no. Esposito throwing a little hit after the play there. A little retaliation.
Quite a lot of action happening away from the camera tonight. I don't know where to look.
Oh, no, it looks like Esposito is going to go to the bin here. So I was talking about before, you know, you got to have that discipline.
Teaching everyone some new words.
Slash. Okay.
So, is there someone in the... Just taking a minute to communicate.
Oh, it looks like we have Steph in the box as well. The refs have decided to even it up and put one player each apiece in the box. So I think we're going to have 5-on-5 here with...
Coincidentals?
Yeah, incidental penalties. But I mean, you know, it actually probably evens it up a little bit, taking Esposito and Amston out. You know, both great players on both sides of the ice.
So coincidentals mean after the 2 minutes and the whistle blows, they're allowed to come back into play. It won't be live. Well, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. I play, and I just play.
Exactly. Exactly. Always just listen to the men in the black and white stripes. They know what's going on.
Sometimes.
All right, we have Devlin on the draw here. Picked up by Nichols. He's going to wheel it around the back of the net here. And elects to clear it out. Picked up by Ross through the middle. Harrison with a great pick up there.
Nice.
That was a great pass by Ross there through the middle to Harrison, who just picked it out of the air, settled it. Quick shot. Done and done. So I assume, I'm not sure what's going to happen
Esposito tried to get out of the box, but he still has to sit because it's 5-on-5.
Yes.
So him and Steph are still in the box.
Yep.
So I do know the rules.
You do. You do. I never doubted you for a second.
I only doubted myself.
All right, so we continue with 5-on-5 here.
And we're seeing Logan Campbell out there, number 29 for the Stampede.
He had a great game last night too. Big body, he's gonna be a beast out there.
Oh yes.
All right, a little hustle behind the net here with McCallum and Keo Cope. Up to the blue line, Keo Cope behind the net. You're gonna take your time here, look for Tappan on the point. Through traffic, Tappan again, gets it back. Another save by Brooksy. Wheeled out to Campbell, who didn't get a stick on it. Willis picked it up in the zone. Oh, big pizza straight to Sofa.
Nice
with
shots.
A goal. Oh, Red Devils are not going to be happy with that.
That was a beautiful low shot by number 82, Sofer.
Beautiful low shot, yep.
That is what a player dreams of being able to shoot.
I tell you what, a player dreams of a defenseman throwing a pizza straight up the middle.
Yeah, that too.
So you can pick it up and get a one-on-one with the goalie.
And I'm dreaming of eating a pizza right now.
Large Cells, black pepperoni right now could go. Is there anyone from Cells just make out there watching tonight? Just make a delivery up to the commentary box. Half buffalo chicken, half pepperoni.
Oh, I love that. Keen.
All right, Red Devils, Dima with the puck down here. Oh, a little miscommunication behind the net here. We have Orr battling on the boards with Freya, who comes out with it, dishes it back to McIntosh, straight in front
hit the pipe.
for Freya, who bounces off the pipe.
That was similar to their earlier goal.
It was. Orr walks it through. He has Hopkins with him, broken up by the Stampede defense, who are just going to flip it out into the neutral zone. Bull, broken stick from Bull. The centering pass from Freya. Chalice picks it up. McIntosh elects to bring it back out into the neutral. Give it a little bit of time. Walk it in himself. Loses control there. Back out to True on defense. Oh, bounces off Willis's skates. And a big shot there. Delamore, centering pass. Hodge chasing into the corner against True here. Can't quite keep it in. Rusky Jones almost picking up through the neutral zone there. Bouncing, dangerous puck there. Wheel around to True. True elects to bring it out. Centering pass to Rusky Jones, who has Robbie with him there. Good shot, but Kerry says no thank you.
I just want to give a little shout out to Rob Crawford watching the games from Canterbury. He's in the wrong city. He must have read the calendar wrong. And Paul Graham, who is trolling us on the live chat.
I would expect nothing less. I would expect nothing less.
You'll get yours, Paul.
To his credit, though, he is as smart as he is handsome. Oh, great little backwards pass there by Robbie through the middle of the Hurley. Hunt coming up the wing. Takes time, centering pass. Big shot from Dow. And strong save by Brooks. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left in this 4-1 game, first period. Kirk Cope, shot through the middle, Reese can't quite collect. Picked up by Harrison, who drifts it across the blue line, dumped back in, and Stampede will regroup. Big long stretch pass, and Ross is going to win that race. Oh, stumble pug, bounced off Red Devil player's skates there. Luckily, Kerry was paying attention and had the ability to cover that up. Otherwise, it could have ended very poorly.
So we're having a center ice face-off. Most likely means ref's mistake on the call.
Yep, Esposito Devlin, one back to Canterbury Red Devils. Esposito dumps it in. And you have Freer pick it up behind the net. Across to McCallum, getting dogged by Esposito. And McCallum is going to skate out. He had his pocket picked by Esposito there, who gets a great shot away, but
hit the roof. Oh, a little
Brooksy was up to the task. Here we go. We've got a little scuffle down here. Esposito is not happy with something that happened there.
Got both the imports involved. Maybe they know each other from a past life.
Very possibly. Very possibly. Yeah, the net come off there.
Because where is Jet from? McCallum? Besides your dreams. Esposito in the box again.
Third time tonight, going for the wrong side of a hat trick there.
Just needs a little rest.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, working him too hard, and it's the only way he gets a chance to sit down. I suppose he spent 6 minutes of this period already sitting there.
Yeah.
Give or take, you know, in that power play goal.
So again, it's 5-on-5.
Ah.
And there is no penalty on the score box. So the ladies in the box
Yeah, we have McCallum in the...
up their game as well.
McCallum in the box for Stampede. All right, Burns pick up behind the net, dishes out to Freya. Picked off in the neutral zone there by Hunt, who elects to dump it back in. Amston collect behind the net and is going to pass up to McIntosh there. Walks around Dallimore, breaks into the zone. He has Freya coming through the middle. Oh, quick shot off the post. Burns cross to Amston. Oh. We have Amston to collect on the blue and chip it back in. Collected by Hunt, who's going to chip it across here. Collected up by Burns. Going to settle things down a little bit here. Chelsea on the far side, finding Burns through the middle. Can't quite collect. Going to wheel it around to McIntosh. Pick it up off the boards here. Nice little half slap shot there. Out to Amstel on the blue. Takes a shot and covered up by Carey.
Yeah. No real bodies in front of the net to get the screen. So
No.
Carey had quite a free
Yeah,
view
you
of
can
the
saw
shot.
that one coming from a long way away,
Yeah.
yes.
We have Campbell back out there.
Yeah, McCarg on the draw with Sofa on the wing. True and Coyle on the blue line. Yeah, Bull taking the draw here against McCarg. Does a good job. And didn't quite get a chance to chip it out there. Chipped it into his own bench.
Just giving him a souvenir puck.
Exactly. You're going to have another draw on the Wanaka Beer Works face-off circle here.
There we go.
McCarg versus Bull again.
And less than 2 minutes left in this first period here.
Nice. Bull with the win, back to Dima. He's going to take his time behind the net. Wheel it around to Hodge. Going to push it around behind the net there to Orr. Up to Bull through the middle, who's going to dump it in for Hodge. True chasing behind the net there.
Only on Marcog. Interference.
Interference.
It's nice to see Maxi Marcog back out on the ice.
It is. It very much is. All right, we're going to see that Red Devils power play kick into action again. We have Hunt, Orr, Dallimore, Nichols and Brown, their number one power play line, ready to go.
And we have Esposito still sitting in the box.
Yeah.
With, who's he serving that with on our side?
Callum.
Callum, yes.
Yep. Hunt to take the draw here against Rusky Jones. Takes the win, dishes out to Nichols, across Brown, across to Nichols. Chips it through, looking for a lane there to Orr, but Stampede collect and clear it back. Brown's going to pick it up behind the net here, start breaking it out with Hunt on the right there with him.
Nice.
Quick shot, quick save. Up into the nets. All right, Hunt on the draw here again. He's going to take the win out to Brown. Taking his time here, sees Hunt through the middle. Oh, couldn't quite control it. Brown's picked it up again in the neutral zone. They're going to reset here. Or with a puck, he has Brown with him. Nichols not gonna.
Offside.
Yeah, gonna pass it backwards just before he gets over that blue line there, unfortunately.
And that's Esposito and McCallum back on the ice. or in play, not necessarily on the ice.
Oh, that's true. Well, Dallimore looks like he's gone straight out there to change up with Orr by the looks of it.
Yeah.
A few fresh legs. He's had a 2-minute sit down. He'll be ready and raring to go. Just up to Dallimore through the middle. Past to Nichols, who elects to wheel around with a funny bounce off the boards that pops straight out in front of Brooksy there.
Yeah, we have a tube-on-two Will saying hello from Scotland. So hi.
Hi.
Paulie G is Scottish.
He is. Maybe they're related.
Yeah, I think they're all related over there.
Related by the love of good times and good whiskey. Esposito with the puck here. He's going to elect to take a shot, which shoots wide and rebounds round to Brown, who dishes it down to Dallimore, back to Brown. Going to take a quick shot in traffic in front of the net here.
And that's end of period.
And that is the end of this period. We'll be coming back with 44 more seconds in that power play.
And I think now we get to watch the U12 learn to plays.
Oh, we've got the kids playing cross ice.
So the players will stay out for that, support them.
Yep. Well, I mean, no, there's probably quite a few of the kids on that who are coming out on the ice now who will one day play for one of either of these teams or in the NZIHL.
Yeah, whatever tickles their fancy.
Exactly. All right, and here we go. Looks like we have a Captain America team.
Yeah, I only see one team at the moment.
I only see one team as well. Maybe they're coming on the other side. No.
Nope. Batman.
Batman versus Captain America. There's some pretty good-looking jerseys, actually.
Yeah, they are. They have superhero night, like Superhero Thursdays, where they play cross-ice games and have little competitions, trophies,
nice.
Prizes. It's really a fun way to get the kids excited.
Yeah, well, I mean, there was a strong hockey community. Getting a rousing cheer here from the hometown crowd.
Quite a few, looks like, future NZIHL players.
Yeah, and we have Fanning in net for the Red Devils and Joel Hasselman in net for the Batmans. I should say Fanning in net for the Captain Americas.
It looks like we have the Chalice boys out here in the white helmets.
Oh, cool.
So that's Jordan and Libby Jean. Jordan plays for
A little wide there.
you have views of the players' benches, all the parents with their phones out recording.
Nice, nice.
Puck out of play. Stampede's supposed to keep that in.
Too busy watching the play, not the puck, you know? All right, 35 seconds left in this game here.
So Emma Rout Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Just a big, and Ruth Abrams both do a really big job organizing the Learn to Play in U12s for Queenstown. I think it's both their second years.
Oh, awesome. Well, big shout out to them as well.
Yeah. A lot of behind the scenes work they do.
Oh, God. Oh, big shot there. That's the great thing about the hockey community in New Zealand generally is, you know, so many people, volunteers, putting their time together to make things like this happen.
Oh, yes.
You know, so a big thank if you do any volunteering for any ice hockey in New Zealand, just big thank you and a shout out to you.
And remember, we're volunteers, so be nice to us.
Oh, yeah, we're volunteers as well, yeah.
Just here to make your experience
Yeah, I don't know if better is the word. To be a part of the experience here with you.
Team photo with all the players, both teams. Big smiles from the youngins.
Big smiles from the big ones too.
And I think that's all we wrote. We get a little break, get some Wanaka Beer Works in us.
Yeah, I'm going to go get myself a delicious grazing on the haze.
There we go.
Happy days. All right. Well,
see you for the second?
Yeah, we'll see you in the second. Welcome back to everyone out there in YouTube land. We are about to kick off for the second period here in beautiful, sunny, warm Queenstown, New Zealand.
Hey, it says we have 18 minutes. Does that mean they can hear us? 18 seconds.
18 seconds.
Woo! Here we go.
Be a long time to stand out on that ice otherwise.
Yeah. That first period, man, it was a period.
It was intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of intensity from both sides. It'll be quite interesting to see how I feel like the Red Devils might have got a little talking to about discipline in the locker room in that end of that first there. You can't score goals from inside the penalty box.
Yeah, no. I mean, some penalties are not unavoidable.
Well, that's true.
However, you want to limit what you can, want to control what you can control and not take stupid ones.
Exactly.
So.
All right, and we are away. We have the SkyCity Stampede on a penalty kill for the next 40 seconds. Yeah, puck dished through the neutral zone to Esposito here. Breaks into the zone. Oh, loses his footing, unfortunately. He goes into the boards, but he jumps up and he's okay. Back the other way. Chalice, shot blocked. Cross to Delamore, who pops it up to Orr. He's going to break into the zone, leave it for Esposito. Wheel it around behind the net here. And wheeled out by Freya. Going to have the Red Devils come back round and collect from behind their net with Nichols here. And Stampede take a line change also. Esposito, tapping coming through the middle here. Shot, Burns gets a stick to it, goes up high, and we're going to have a offensive zone face-off for the Red Devils.
Yeah.
And did that puck leave a mark, perhaps?
Perhaps. I just see Burnsy out there. I heard he's one of the New Zealand's largest Beanie Baby collector. Yeah, he got a new house and has a full room just of Beanie Babies. It's pretty cool.
There you go.
Yeah, some of those can go for a lot of money.
Yeah, indeed. All right. Oh, great eye by Harrison there to pick that pass off through the middle. They have Rees breaking into the zone. Keo Cope picks it up around. Rees can't quite corral it. And we have Harrison who's going to chip it out on the boards. Ross spins out of the check there. And back into the Stampede defensive zone. And we have an early whistle here.
Might have been off camera, but Dev gave linesman Adam Nagy a little bump.
Oh, really?
Yep, just saying hello.
Oh, Nagy's a big boy. He can take it.
They both stayed upright, so that's positive.
Indeed. We have back to 5-on-5 full strength here.
Speaking of Devs, he's an aspiring tattoo artist, so if you're looking to get a tat or two, he has his own little ink machine.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
But I would go to Otutahi.
Definitely Otutahi. Or wins the draw here, picks it up, and decides to bring it around behind the net. Nope, he's going to clear it up to Rees, who will dump it in for Orr to chase behind the net. Keo Cope picks it up. Orr battling behind the net here, and Stampede just flick it out of the zone. And we have Dima Maestronok picks it up, dishes it through. Burns cross ice to Harrison. Devlin coming through the middle. Maestronok tips Devlin's stick there. Ross back into the zone. And Amston keeps it in, gets a shot away. Kerry snaps that up very quickly.
It's really hard to score when you're shooting right in the gut of the goalie.
That is very, very true.
Learn this the hard way.
That is also
You're not aiming for those logos.
No, exactly. They're so tempting. It's the biggest part to shoot at, though.
Yeah. Ooh, Dave Dubnik just texted. Hello, Dave. He was just able to tune in, and he gave us the stamp of approval.
Oh, that's what we like to hear.
But he didn't hear the first period, so.
Oh, Mr. Dubnik, welcome.
We miss you, Dave.
We miss you.
So does everybody listening.
Yes, exactly. Well, with a shot on net here. And Rusky Jones wheels it back around to Hurley. Loses it. Masternaut picks it up. Dishes it across to Delamore, coming through the neutral zone with a head of speed here. Decides to flip it onto the net. Robbie just gets a chance to chip it out into the neutral zone here. Picked up. And then Robbie has cleared it back into the Stampede defensive zone with Delamore in hot pursuit. doesn't quite break out of the zone here. We have Hunt who's picked it up. Oh, little centering pass picked off by Coyle, who's going to elect to skate it in himself. Dump behind the net here. Hurley can't quite collect it. Brown has come away with that. Not quite out. Coyle manages to keep it in the zone here. Axel Rusty Jones chasing around behind the net. Lex to wheel it behind. Chalice can't quite pick that one up. And back to Rusty Jones. Back to Chalice. Great centering pass and just outside the zone. Freer to collect in the neutral and elects to chip it back in. Funny bounce off the boards and great work there by McCallum, who slots it through the 5-hole.
Goal!
And celebrates with the crowd.
How was that, Pauly G?
That was a great move by McCallum to pick his pocket there, take the time, no traffic in front of the net, and just slip it backhand straight through the pads of Kerry. And that is going to take us to a 5-1 game here. 16:36 left in the second.
Yeah, someone from the live stream, Byron Glendon, asked who we're all cheering for the Stanley Cup Game 7.
Is Detroit playing?
The Wild aren't either.
Oh, no, well then, no. We're cheering for hockey. Hockey's the real winner.
I'm cheering for Florida because of Taylor Swift's new song. I'm a bit of a Swiftie, and so is Joel Hasselman, believe it or not.
And considering this is being broadcast on the internet, I would like to say that I have nothing against the Swifties either.
There you go. Safe. So we have a face-off in the defensive zone for the Stampede.
Excellent. And McIntosh there. Willis picks it up on the blue line. He's going to take a shot. Cross net, but just got to by Brooks there. Tapping to collect. Ooh, and that is going to go for icing. Keo Cope just couldn't quite step onto that cross ice off the boards pass.
So we'll get a offensive zone face-off, see how we go here. We get a quick shot by Amston, number 3.
That's always an option.
Always.
Always an option.
Just a quick hello to Rachel Sitta as well, watching with Ruby.
Oh, Rachel Sitta and Ruby are both watching. That's true. We have Burns here across to Harrison, who's going to elect to skate it in, past Tappan, round behind the net. Devlin in front here. He's going to dish it out to Amston on the point, who's going to go across to Burns. Tipped by Devlin, but out of play.
We heard number 8, Connor Harrison, is really into the game Pogs. Do you remember those things from the 90s?
I do remember Pogs,
He has to play a little game before every game.
Nice. I wonder who he's playing against in the locker room there, you know?
I think it's one of the Freers.
Fair enough, yep. All right, we have Ross behind the net here, who's looking out to the middle. Sees Harrison, can't quite corral it. Back up to Amston on the blue, who's going to take a shot across the net. Burns to keep it in. Devlin and battling it in the corner there. And it's been picked up by Ross. Walks through, has a shot, and scores. That's a great move there. Push off the wall against Nichols, skate to the middle, takes his time, picks a corner, top shelf, 6-1 the score.
Yeah, Stampede have woken up this period, that's for sure.
They have definitely woken up this period, and it's going to be interesting to see how the Red Devils respond to this here. They're going to really, really need to pick up the pace.
I would like to know what kind of snacks they have in the locker room.
Good option. Sells pizza maybe?
Yeah.
A little carbo loading?
I would say orange slices, up and goes,
Orange
some
slices,
dinosaurs.
Yep, some Red Bulls maybe.
Yum.
Esposito on the draw, dumps it in to the Stampede zone. True behind the next collect, but Esposito is there and comes away with the puck. Out to the point. Oh, great move by Brown there. It's a little stutter step and great block by Rusty Jones. Clear out and collected by Robbie, who dishes it across to True and can't quite make it out of the zone. Picked up by Orr, and does a great job of keeping it in play there. Brown into the middle and cleared around by True to get broken out. Monk picking up the puck here. Hodge through neutral. Oh, can't quite corral that puck. And it heads back down to the Red Devils zone. Brown behind the net. A little stutter step to get around Chalice there. Oh, no, it was McCarg. Hodge trying to skate through that Stampede defense. Loses his stick. Oh, hit on Robbie there. Can't quite finish.
Big hit. Big hit. And it looks like a penalty is going to be called.
Sulphur with a shot.
There's a little bit of a mellow whistle there.
That was a little mellow whistle, yes.
You got to really blow.
All right, we have an interference call here on number 19, Jack Robbie.
Who is not happy about that
one. He is not happy, oh no.
For some reason, I thought it was going to be on the Red Devils.
Yeah, I thought that too, but they had possession and kept it through the zone there. So Robbie's going to go sit down for 2 minutes, and we are going to have another Red Devils power play here.
Fun fact about Jack Robbie is he is a big Justin Bieber fan. His pregame warm-up song is Baby. Yeah.
Wow, taking it back to the classics.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of that too. # believer.
I'm not as scared as the believers as I am the Swifties, so I'll make no comment on that one. All right, Hunt out to point here. And Nichols to take, oh no, it's Esposito, sorry, taking his time, gonna wheel it around here. Hunt with a one-time wide, bounces back out to Delamore, who's crossed to Esposito. Another shot from Esposito, slight wide, Nichols to collect around the boards. He's going to wheel it behind there for Hunt, who lets it go through to Esposito. Esposito muscling it out of the wall there, back to Delamore on the point. And Delamore's going to take a shot through traffic there, but great vision by Brooksy. And Stampede are able to clear it. And we have Fanning in net, sorry. Kerry is going to have a rest this period by the looks of it.
Fanny took
and Fanny just took a tripping penalty.
Joe Orr not happy about that one.
No, Fanny, no.
Neither is Sean Brown.
It's not often that you see a goalie get a tripping penalty, but that is okay. We trust in what the black and white striped men have to say for now.
So, just deciding who's going to serve it. Looks like they don't really get a chance. They're going to give it to number 7, Daniel Nichols. Who is a former Ice Black and a strong leader, is what.
Hey, that's what I guess that's why he's wearing a letter. And
oh no.
No, I think they're saying that maybe it has to be someone who's on the ice that has to serve it. It was on the ice when the penalty occurred. But
we'll let them work this out.
Yep. While we're here, we'll just give another shout out to the great sponsors. SkyCity, of course, naming our right sponsor. LBRP Consulting, Tilemax, AWS Legal, Queenstown Health, Cook Brothers Construction, Crete Works, WT Partnerships, James Allen Photography, MediaWorks, Sign It, Event Finder, and the Queenstown Ice Hockey Club. Big thank you to you guys, because without you, none of this happens.
And be sure, if you can, support these sponsors. Let them know that NZIHL sent you, the Stampede sent you.
Exactly, because it's only going to help grow the game and grow their support. All right, we get to see another look at this Stampede power play off the draw, and blows the zone, picked up by Burns, who sends it across to Amston.
And it looks like they have Esposito serving the penalty there.
I feel like it had to be someone who was on the ice at the time.
Yeah, but it's weird that you would pick.
Not the one I'd pick. He's been having quite a lot of impact, and he's also spent a lot of time in the box tonight. So I think he's done his fair share.
What do you say? Not my circus, not my monkey.
Maybe.
Please.
Oh, Burns dishes. Great little feed to Freer, who has his pocket picked by Tappan there. Who's going to wheel it around behind the net? Oh, try to clear it out, but McIntosh is there. shot back to Burns, who feeds it up to Freer. Across to McIntosh. Picked up right in the middle of the goal there by Hunt, who is going to go for a skate and break it out.
So there's 15 seconds left in the 4-on-4, and then it'll be a Stampede power play.
Go. Amson's going to take a little skate here. They're giving him some room. And a shot directly on net there.
And it'll be a Stampede power play to start this face-off.
All right, here we go.
Time flies.
Time flies, it does indeed. All right, the PK line we have out there at the moment is Orr, Nichols, Dodwell, and Brown. Back to McCullum from Freer. Oh, great stick there by Dodwell to break up that play. Burns dish across to McCullum, who elects to dump it in. Devlin chasing Nichols down there. Harrison out to point. Burns to Harrison. Looking through that centre. Freer picks up around the boards. Clears out to McCullum on the blue. Cross to Burns, who's going to bring it back to Freer. No room to shoot. Getting dogged there by Nichols. McCullum to Burns. Gets take a skate in, have a shot. Blocked shot. Back to McCullum on the point. Cross to Freer on the left side here. Back to McCullum through the middle. Looking for that tip, but nothing happening. And that is the end of that penalty. The Stampede elect to keep it in the zone and keep trying to make something happen here. And Devlin has cleared that up with Esposito in hot pursuit. Miss.
No.
Oh, missed pass there from Brooksy to Harrison.
But
with Axel Jones, Rusky Jones winning that race, but the refs blowing the whistle.
We'll bring it to center ice.
I'd say that one's coming back to center ice.
The ref owned it.
He did.
Tough mistake, but mistakes happen.
It is tough, but, you know.
I wouldn't want to be in their shoes. I don't.
No.
Like, it's a tough, challenging position, but we need them to be able to play, right?
We do, exactly. Hurley, and that was a nice little dump in there from Hodge. Oh. Puck dumped in to True, who gets rubbed out against the boards there. Hopkins to pick up on the point. Or coming off the boards here. Working hard to try and make something happen down low here. Hodge with the shot is blocked by True and broken out by Hurley here. Mastronok chasing that puck down. Good opportunity for Hopkins to try and break it out. Round to Hodge, back to Mastronok, who is going to dish it up to Hodge. Kept in by Hurley. Elects to wheel it around the net to Roby here. True on the point. Elects to pass, but no one there, unfortunately. And Orr to try and break it out. Broken up there through the middle by Rusky Jones. And Esposito here breaking through with a shot. Big rebound by Brooksy there. Willis elects to dump it back into the zone and try and get the Red Devils to clear here. Coil to True, who leads it up to Rusky Jones. Feeds it through the middle here to Sofa. And broken up along the boards. Amston to Coyle. Through the neutral, Coyle elects to dump it in. Sofa picks up around the boards with Willis behind.
Oh, and we have Ollie out on the ice right now.
Oh, Ollie Rustin, very nice. The brotherly connection.
He also had a week-long rest period in Bali.
Oh, nice. He'll have those fresh legs after, soaking up in a nice lukewarm pool all week. Sofa through the middle here. And a great shot off the post from McCarg there.
And the whistle. These whistles are getting quieter.
They are getting quiet. It's quite hard to hear them, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're going to have a line change here from the Stampede and the Red Devils. Get some fresh legs out here. You know, Brown, Monk, Rees. Draw one by McIntosh. Cross to Anderson, cross to Rusky Jones. Shoots a little bit high there into the netting. We're going to have another draw on the left side here. Just working out those nerves.
Yeah.
Oh, McIntosh wins the draw. Across to Rusky Jones. Brown to pick it up through the centre here and clear it. Oh, across to Keo Cope. Rees almost picks it up there. Big hit on Ollie Rusky Jones. Collected by Chalice to McIntosh. Ooh, risky move there by Red Devils. They pass it backwards and just missed his man and ended up back with the goalie who's covered it up.
Yeah. And now we'll have a face-off in the offensive zone. First line out there, Chalice, Freer, and McIntosh.
Nice.
McCollum and Freer 2.0.
2.0 on the blue. Oh, back to Freer, who elects to shoot it with a deflection from McIntosh. Oh, tied up against the boards here, and the Hodger comes out with it, who dishes it up to Orb, back through neutral zone to Hopkins. Picked by, pocket picked by McIntosh there. A couple of nice, good opportunities. Oof. Chalice and McCallum, just overskated that one slightly. Elects to wheel it back to McIntosh behind the net. Or ties it up. You have Hodge in there trying to collect as well. Back to Chalice on the far side. Straight across to McCallum, who dishes it to Freer through the middle.
Couldn't quite get a shot off there.
Couldn't quite get a shot off, but did a great job to keep that in the zone. Cross to McIntosh, tries to centre it. McCallum with a backhand. Freer behind the net, spits out in front, collected by Esposito, who's going to skate it through.
Skater's going to skate.
Yeah, McCallum picks his pocket there, dishes it straight up to Freer. Has Ross there with him. Can't quite tuck it home. McCallum.
All Swedish, no finish there.
All Swedish, no finish, yes. McCallum driving into the offensive zone here. And Harrison can't quite pick it up in front of the net there. Fanning decides to cover that one up and slow everything down.
Yeah.
Oh, we have Dylan Devlin on the draw here. Good Wanaka boy, ex-Dunedin.
He's moved over the hill to Queenstown. You must have scared him off.
No. Oh, is he in Queenstown now?
Yeah,
Is he?
Queenstown boy now.
No doubt. All right, booming shot from Burns. Is picked up by Hunt, cleared out. Oh, picked off up to Dallimore. There's Hunt coming through on the right side here. And
nice save,
can't quite collect it. Brooksy is all over that one and back in the opposite direction with Ross. Centering pass comes wide. Back down to Harrison, who elects to leave it and let it wheel around behind the net for Dylan Devlin to pick up there. He dishes it back to Ross, out to Burns on the point, who gets the shot away. Goalie can't quite hold that one. And we have Hunt coming up through the middle here. Dallimore and Brooksy covers that one up and slows everything down.
Ooh. Oh, a nice little trip by Reese for Devlin.
Yes.
I think that was a bit
little something going on here.
The most sportsmanlike.
There's quite a few Red Devils players on the ice right now. 6, 8 on the ice.
I think they're playing rugby.
Maybe. And no doubt there will be some repercussions from that incident. And it looks like Devlin's going to the box.
See, I would, yeah.
And it would just be Devlin going to the box.
See, I think that
maybe
they should have someone from the Red Devils going as well. It was quite an aggressive trip on purpose.
Yes, perhaps.
Oh, yep, they are.
Oh, yep. Then we can serve subsequent penalties here. Oh, yeah, we have Reese, as you said, for that trip after.
I wasn't even biased. I was just calling it as I saw it.
Exactly. Well, we, I guess not much changes. We just have 5-on-5 and, yeah, 2 good players in the box. So still trying to work something out here. I'm not sure whether they're trying to work out where we can have this face-off.
Yeah.
Whether it's going to be in
maybe center ice.
Yeah, it might have to be.
Another one. A lot of those.
Yeah.
Both for goals and different calls. We have Hurley out there. Hurley is the heart of Roxburgh.
I've heard. I thought it was the mayor of Roxburgh.
Mayor,
personally.
yes, that is it.
Yeah.
The mayor. So he's shaking hands, kissing babies.
Indeed. As long as you don't mix those two up, you're all good. All right, dished out to Hurley here, who sees Robbie on the far side and just can't quite beat Brown in that foot race. And Amston does a great job keeping that puck in the zone. Picked up by Hurley, who sends it across. Robbie can't quite collect. Nice hit from Rusky Jones there. And we may have something else happening.
Yeah, the puck hit the live stream box out of play.
That's all right. We're all right up here in case anyone was wondering.
Well, we have a face for radio, as they say,
Yep,
so it's not like we'd be okay if a puck hit us in the face.
It's not going to do it. It's not going to make it any
Might
worse.
make us look better.
Sure. Exactly. More like hockey players. We have Rusky Jones on the draw here against Esposito, who wins, and
both brothers are on the ice together.
Nice.
However, 2 of them don't equal the favorite, which is Ruby Rusky Jones.
No doubt. All right, Hurley chip it in here, and Roby can't quite collect. Rusky Jones, same, and then we have Orr breaking into the Stampede zone, but just lose control of it, and Brooksy slows that one down by covering the puck.
And good work by Ollie, making sure that Orr didn't get back in to have a little slash at Brooksy.
Exactly.
So nice defensive mind there for him.
Exactly. Teaching him young. You got to protect your tendy.
Oh, yes.
All right, we have McCallum, McCarg, and Sofa out here with Campbell and Freer. Hodge can't quite keep it in. Hopkins, and we have Campbell wheeling around the back here, tries to centre it through. And Freer just clearing that puck out to McCallum, back to Freer, who's going to set it up behind the net here, and then you take time to break out. McCallum charging up the ice here, elects to dump it in behind the net, and picked up by Sofa, who's plastered there by Hodge. And it's up to the point of Freer, who takes a shot slightly wide. Sofa behind the net to collect. Dishes it back out to McCallum on the point. Great shot, seen all the way by Fanning there, who makes a great pad save. There's Sofa. Campbell with a shot, which dribbles across the line.
Logan Campbell. Just dribbled by.
They don't ask how, they ask how many.
Yeah, that's right.
I say that might be number 1 for him.
Yeah.
Number 1 of many.
Let's grab that puck, boys.
Yeah.
Tape it up. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, as they say.
100% of the shots that you don't take.
I would also like to say, we mentioned George Hopkins earlier. He's played in over 100 NZIHL games. He's still chasing his first goal, so let's put an over-under on this chat if it's going to be tonight.
It's going to be tonight. I can feel it.
Yes, let's do it. Come on, George. George also coaches for the youth and the development teams. He's at a lot of those camps.
Oh, awesome.
He's a big staple in the New Zealand hockey community. I've got to know him through these camps.
All right.
And
Nice and cool straight off the bat here.
He coached the U20s men's.
Oh, nice.
Or was part of that coaching group.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but you
good results, those guys as well.
You say things with enough confidence, people are going to believe you.
Exactly. Yeah. It's on the internet.
Yeah.
It's got to be true. All right, Red Devils defensive zone face-off here. And won by Hunt, who elects to clear out Dodwell. Back to Hunt, back to Dodwell, back to Tappan. He's going to send it across to Willis here. He's going to go for a skate, try and dump it in, but and we're going back to centre ice here.
I'm glad to also see that I'm not the only one who talks to myself when I play.
Yes.
I'm watching everyone's commentary inside their heads with their mouths moving.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, Hunt coming in. Shot straight
nice
off
shot.
the bat there. It's going to come back to Dodwell, who's going to take another slap at it. And collected by Chalice, who dishes it back to True. Round to Coyle. Up to Freer. Oh, can't quite make it through to McIntosh, but bad pass there by the Devils.
Oh, good defensive work for Willis there.
Great defense by Willis there. That was a layup for Freer. But, yeah, Willis just tied his stick up. That's what you got to do as a defenseman.
Yeah, that net was way open because Carey was stuck to the far post. He should get a collective thank you from the team.
He should definitely get a big high five for that one. All right, we're going to, after that icing call, we're going to have a face-off here in the Stampede, in the Red Devils defensive zone. Hunt to take the draw against Devlin.
And how much time is left there? 2 minutes and 42 seconds.
2 minutes and 42 seconds.
In the second.
In the second, exactly. Oh, Will back through Burns. Oh, takes a funny little bounce there. Devlin to collect. Decides to wheel it back around behind the net. Burns to pinch in. Back behind the net there to Ross. Back to Burns on point. He's going to walk the line, take a shot, and snipe it home.
Burns is one of the only players in the Stampede, him and Soph, that wear a cage because they do want to protect how pretty they look.
Exactly, exactly.
They
you got
want
a pretty face like that, you make pretty plays walking the line and,
that's one of those things where you might not look good on the ice, but you look good off the ice.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
But in that case, Burns looked quite good on the ice with that shot.
Hey, get you a man who can do both, eh?
Yep. When you're under 18, you have to wear a cage for men, but once you hit that 18 years of age, you can choose whether you want to wear a visor.
Yep.
Most do, and then they start looking like Colin.
Or you're Burns and you choose handsomeness.
Yep. Can't have it both.
Can't have it both ways. McCallum across to Freer. He's going to wheel it back around to McCallum, trying to make something happen here. And up to Rusky Jones, who's going to go for a skate here. Oh, walking through the entire Red Devils defense. Weak shot away, unfortunately, just over the top of the bar. Hurley plastered into the boards down there. Gallagher returning the favour. Dish through the middle to Gallagher, who gets a shot away wide to the left there. Terry Hunter getting in deep, trying to make something happen here. Bull doggedly working those boards with Gallagher, trying to keep it in the zone. They elect to have a change, and Robbie
swing and a miss.
Whiffs on that massive stretch pass.
He'll have to get some golf lessons from Joel Hasselman.
He'll get him teeing that up.
Yeah.
Oh, shot on net there. Red Devils to chase it in. Just broke out of the zone. Off the head of Sofa. And Reese corrals it outside the line, decides to dump it in. Keogh Cope chases it down. Oh,
Logan
Campbell picks the pocket of the Red Devils defense, dishes down to Sofa, who blows the tire, unfortunately. McCarg back to Freer, cross to Amston. looking to make something happen through the neutral zone. Just elects to dump it into the corner. Hopkins collect behind the net for the Red Devils.
15 seconds left in the second period.
Right. The Stampede not giving an inch here. Still working hard for those last 5 seconds. Kero Cope, I feel, is going to just get this out here.
Next
and
time.
they're going to see out the end of the second period.
I have a feeling this third period is going to become quite physical.
I feel the same way. You know, it's tough to go into a third period with a score of 8-1.
Yeah.
You know,
I heard between the second and third is when they do the team massages, where they do the shoulder massages to get
loose.
Yeah.
Yeah, feel loose, play loose. Yep,
Yeah.
that sounds about right.
So we'll see how they come.
Yeah,
out.
I mean, they're going to have to come out with a lot of intensity, because at this point you're kind of playing for pride. You've got to start getting some on the board.
Yeah. All right, we have what, 15 minutes to go to the bathroom?
15 minutes, another bathroom break, another beer.
Yeah.
And that's for you, everyone at home as well. We'll see you soon.
All right, we're back. I'm Kelly Nelson. I'm here
I'm
with
Joel Breton.
And we're just taking over the world. Or at least Hockey Town tonight.
Hey, Hockey Town tonight, exactly.
Hockey Town tonight.
Smooth, sultry sounds on your airwaves.
Yep. It is the third period with the Red Devils versus Stampede, and the score is 8-1. If you've just joined us and you can't read the screen. This is the last Stampede home game for quite a bit. Then they're on the road and they have a little break. So thanks to all the volunteers, fans, everyone. Now you guys get a break.
Exactly.
Stampede travels to Auckland next weekend, and their sister team, the Wild, play their first round in Dunedin.
Oh, it's
So they'll do a little road trip. Yep, next week. So a little
amazing.
conflicting with the coach and the player, number 91, McIntosh, but I
Who
believe
is
he'll be
taking the draw.
coaching. Yeah.
All right, and welcome back. Here we go. So over to Freya, who's going to send up through the neutral zone, and that is going to go for an icing straight off the bat. All right. And the Red Devils have elected to keep Niall Fanning in net for this third period, giving Kerry a bit of time to rest up. All right, looks like we've got the top Red Devils line out here. Esposito, Orr, Hodge, Brown, and Nichols on the right defense there. McIntosh wins the draw. Freer chips it up. Oh, a little off the play there on Freer from Brown, it looked like. Give him a little nudge, but we're going to count that as an icing and bring it back to the Stampede zone. All right, Esposito on the draw versus McIntosh here.
Deja vu, here we go.
Deja vu indeed. Freer's going to change out for Amston.
He didn't want to play with his brother.
Yeah, fair enough. Anson McCallum on the back end there. Oh, dished out far wide to Chalice, who's going to chip it across there to Freer. Chips it in the zone, goes in the corner. Brought out by McIntosh, but picked up by Orr. He's going to go for a skate. Tries to get around Amston here. Does a great job. Esposito with a centering pass. Ooh. And Brooksy says no thank you. Dangerous opportunity there from Red Devils. It looks like they've been fired up in the locker room there to come out strong.
I always admire the flexibility on goalies. I would just like to know what they do.
Yes.
I can barely, well, I can't touch my toes, and I thought I was an athlete.
God no, yes. lots of yoga maybe. And in Big Money's case, lots of golf.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the secret. Maybe lots of golf.
Just don't have the patience for either of those things.
All right, draw back to Burns. He's going to hold it behind the net. Dish out Amson, but picked off there by Dolwell. Burns is going to skate it out. Gets tied up with Dallimore, but still gets it across to Devlin, who picks it up. Tappan breaks that play up nicely, and we have a tripping penalty here on Dallimore by the looks of it.
Okay. So another fun thing about Ashton is he is an arborist. So he climbs trees, cuts them down.
Professional chainsaw juggler in his spare time as well.
And he lives in a tree house, actually, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that he built himself.
Trying to beat those Queenstown real estate prices.
Oh, heck. Yeah. There's about 30 other people living with him.
Oh, Devlin on the draw here. Bounces back to Burns on the blue line. And down to Harrison, back to Burns. Walk the line to Amson one time. Goes slightly wide. Rees to break it out here through the middle. Kerry Cope picks it up, chips it in. He's got no one with him at the moment. And picked up behind the net by Amston, who lead pass out to Harrison through the neutral zone, decides to skate it in. Walks through the defense, chips it up, backhand.
Goal.
Thanks for coming.
And I don't know if we've been able to set up live replays yet, but timestamp that, set it up.
That was a pretty goal, end to end. Skates it through, walks the defense, across the goal, backhand, top shelf. Harrison chalks up another one for the season.
Yes. His mom would be proud. Is probably proud.
I think we can all be proud.
Yes. Taking notes for next weekend when we play the Thunder.
Exactly. All right, and that brings the score 9-1 in the Saturday night in Queenstown. Rusky Jones on the draw, brings it back to Coyle across to True, who tries to slip through, or picks it up on the side there. Centering pass to Hodge through neutral zone, Esposito, and just cleared out of the zone. Down to Hurley. Walks away with a great centering pass. Robbie just can't quite put it home there.
No, you can't score if you miss the net.
Esposito down the side, breaks it into the zone, looking for that centering pass. Goes wide. Hodge just nudged off that puck there. Esposito tries to collect. Coyle wins the battle. Can't quite chip it out. Esposito through the middle here with a great centering pass to Orr, who can't quite close it out.
That was a good stick by Coyle, too, coming back.
Was a good stick. Brown with a shot, which is blocked through the middle by Rusky Jones. And Hurley tries to skate it out, can't quite keep his footing. Hopkins to collect in the Red Devils zone, wheels it back around to Brown there, who feeds it up with a shot there from Hopkins.
I just got a little question that says, I own 26 cats. Any truth to that? Well, I do have the personality of a cat lady, and I do have a cat tattoo and a dog tattoo because I like them both. But yeah, I'm not 26. I rent in Queenstown, and I can't have pets.
Yeah, good luck having pets in rental in Queenstown.
But like I said, personality of a cat lady.
All right, flip little pass to neutral zone there, and the refs have blown the whistle. They're going to bring it back for another draw here. Bull, Dodwell. Who else we got? And Delamore on the right side. Bull with the win, and a great shot there from Dimmer.
Good low shot, but straight into the goalie.
Exactly, but you got to get those opportunities. You got to start getting those shots away. Shots on net,
Shoot to score.
Shoot to score. McCarg on the draw, takes the win. Rusky Jones, Ollie Rusky Jones behind the net there, bounces out. Campbell can't quite collect, and Red Devils take the time to set it up again. Bull chips it in to the Stampede zone, collected by McCullum. It dishes it across to Ollie, and Campbell with the chase. Can't quite have the wheels to come out behind the net. Dimmer Mastronok here loses control through this neutral zone. Delamore picks it up. A dangerous opportunity here. Shoots a little wide. Bull to collect in the corner. Centering pass. And
nice grab action.
Brooksy picks that one out of the air. Decides to slow it down, give everyone a chance to change and sit down.
The Red Devils are having quite a bit of action in the third period in the
really
offensive zone.
They really are. I'd say they probably got a stern talking to in the locker room. And it was, same as last night, coming out strong in the third.
Yeah. Just those who are watching back home, there's only 3 periods in hockey, so.
Kara Cope on the corner with Burns coming out. He wheels it back to McIntosh, who elects to slow things down, give it back to Burns. Amston on the side here, breaking it out, decides to dump it in for McIntosh to collect below the net. Kira Cope rubs him out against the boards there and walks away with the puck. Fortuitous bounce to Rees, who gives a great dish to...
Nice back check by Chalice.
That was a great back check by Chalice there. Breaking up a very dangerous play. Free with a shot on net there. And Willis behind the net to collect. Dogged by McIntosh, who can't quite collect it off Tappan. Feeds it up to Esposito. Dishes across to Hodge. And a little centering pass from Hodge there. Batted down by the stick of Brooks, who elects to cover and slow everything down. Red Devils going to maintain their first line out here of Orr, Hodge and Esposito, Brown and Nichols. Daniel Monk on the right side there. Out to Monk. It's a shot away. Can't quite keep it in his zone. Dished out to Devlin, who dishes it to Ross. And Harrison through the middle. Can't quite collect the centering pass. Collected by Red Devils. Or elects to skate it through the neutral. He's got Hodge and Monk there with him. Monk dumps it in deep and collects after Coyle can't quite clear the zone, and Brooks shuts that one down extremely quickly.
That's one that, Coyle's going to be shaking his head about a bit. You just got to shake that off, though. Hockey's a game of mistakes.
Shake it off, you reckon?
Shake it off.
All right, line change here for the Red Devils. We have Bull taking the draw against Dylan Devlin. Devlin with a win out to McCarg, who dishes it through the middle to Harrison. Splits the defense. Can't quite keep control of the puck. With a centering pass and collected behind the net here. Oh, robbed by Ross. It dishes out to Freer on the point. Across to McCallum. Driving shot, slightly wide through traffic. McCallum with another shot here. Loose puck, but
good cover, good cover.
Fanning has decided to cover that one up and slow it down. All right. Got the local boy line here with Robbie Hurley and Rusky Jones. And McCallum and Freer on D. Red Devils win the draw, and Reese just chips it out of the zone. And McCallum elects to dump it back in, blocked. Back up to Hurley. Dumps it in for Rusky Jones to collect behind the net. Little centering pass. Hurley still working hard behind the net there. Two Red Devil players. Oh, Hopkins, he still walks away with it and just clears it out of the zone. Red Devils can get a change here, while McCallum has a head of steam heading straight through the middle of the ice here. Hodge with a great play there to break that up. Hopkins to collect behind the net. Driving shot from Freer wide with McCallum to pick it up on the point. Cross to Roby, who takes a great shot, but no rebound, and Esposito is going to go sit down for another 2 minutes for a late hit in the back.
I don't think he's had a break yet this period, so
that's true.
He's just taking matters into his own hand there.
Yep, and it looks like it's a cross-check is the call.
Right, we have the first line power play out.
Yep, Chalice and McIntosh on the blue line there. And McCallum and Ross in the middle.
Did Freer just say it's 5-5? Can you peep over and see if someone's in the box?
Oh, yep, looks like Hurley's in the box as well. Another subsequent coinciding penalty.
This is just the thing, like when you're playing, there's a lot of emotional aspects to it, but it is important that you try to stay mute. And maybe a lot of people are trying to tell us that right now.
I'm sorry, that is our bad. We thought Esposito was going to the box there.
Oh, did they?
Cross-check, but it seems that Hurley has gone to sit down. So we're going to get to see the Red Devils power play fire off here.
Oh, not even, okay. Well, that took a real 180 on us.
All right. And I think it goes without saying that the Red Devils need to really capitalize on this. And Burns has elected to just send it down the ice to Fanning to collect behind the net. McIntosh has decided to
chase behind
there and seems to be causing quite a lot of chaos and keeps it away from two Red Devils players, but Esposito comes out with it in the end. Gets a shot away, stick from Burns there.
And what do we think?
Break that shot up.
Throwing the puck back or keeping the puck? The kids. Keeping it.
Keeping it. There you go. Someone's gone home with a nice souvenir. All right, we have this top power play line out for the Red Devils again. Dodwell to take the draw, or on the left, Esposito and Nichols on the blue. Nichols with the shot. low. Brooksy sees that one, no traffic. Dogwell trying to collect behind the net. Dog by Amsden, or clearing it out to Dallimore, out to Nichols. Elects to not take the shot, dish it back to Dallimore. Dallimore and Orr in the corner there, working hard to try and break that puck out. Around the, Esposito just can't quite corral it and blow in the zone. And Red Devils going to take the opportunity here to set this one up. Bull on the ice now. Brown's come out as well.
Way to clear
and
that.
Sent up the other end there by Freya. Getting another line change here, so Esposito's still out there with Willis and Brown taking it across the line. Esposito in the middle here. Brown wheeling around the net, looking for a pass. It's crossed to Tappan on the blue, who dishes it across to Esposito. He's looking for his opportunity here and rubbed out against the boards by Devlin. Back to Tappan, who keeps it in the zone. Cross to Brown.
There we go.
Who gets his pocket picked by Harrison. Tappan with a great defensive effort there to shut down a very, very opportune play by Harrison. Now Tappan again here. And is getting chased down by Hurley. Hurley and Rusky Jones dogging Tappan there. Turnover in the neutral zone, which Rusky Jones picks up. Big collision in the middle with Brown there. And it has come back across to Frere, who elects to dish it over to McCallum. Sees Hurley through the lead, gets a shot on the goalie. And great save there by Fanning. And great job by McCallum to keep that puck in, get a shot away at net. Hurley just couldn't quite pick up the rebound. All right, Dima Mastronok coming up the right side there.
You're getting that name down. Good work.
I've been practicing. All right, Rusky Jones bringing up the ice. Robbie through this neutral zone. He has Hurley on the left here, but Mastronok plasters him against the boards.
This is looking more like a rugby match. Yeah.
Emotions are running high with Keogh Cope there. It looks like we've drawn a crowd in the middle here. Rees and True
stepping in,
having a little conversation in the middle here. There's a helmet that's come off, and that's what we like to see, a little heavyweight bout. True seems to have got the better of him there and is just cooling the side of his face off against the ice there. There seems to be a little ancillary stuff here with Roby and Mastronok. But I'd say
Roby and True
are going to go sit in the locker room for the rest of this match now.
10 minutes and 26 seconds left in the third, and I feel like maybe we'll be seeing some of the Red Devils skate off as well.
Yeah, very possibly. I'd say Rees is probably going to head away after that one as well.
And Garth, number 21.
Yeah. But, you know, it's one of those things, a high-intensity situation like this, a 9-1 score line. Emotions are going to run high.
Yeah.
And there's number 27, Rees, skating off as well.
All right. Nikki's asking for more.
Getting a warm welcome there from the home crowd as well. Yeah, emotions are always going to run high in a situation like this, aren't they, Kelly?
Yeah, especially when a lot of players have been playing with each other for years. Some probably date the same girlfriend, boyfriend.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Small little country we live in.
Indeed. And, you know, as rough and tumble as it looks on the ice, it is just because they're competitors. You know, a lot of these guys will go out and have a beer together tonight. There's no malice involved.
100.
It's just, emotions running high.
Hopefully no suspensions are coming through that, but again.
You never know. You never know. That is not for us to decide.
It is not.
No. All right, well, I'd say we're probably going to have a couple of minutes of discussion here with the captains and the stripes. to work out how we're going to proceed with the next 10 minutes and 26 in this third period.
Yeah, so we have Ethan Duig on the music tonight at the rink.
Oh.
I'm a bit disappointed in him. I love him to death, but I don't hear any Taylor Swift, Justin Bieber.
Yep. Who was on the DJ box last night?
Last night was Charlotte Kuhnlauf and her partner Sam, as well as Ethan and Bailey.
Nice.
Yeah.
There was some bangers coming out of the DJ booth last night.
We got Sweet Caroline. It's here. Here everyone does.
Well, there's no way I'm gonna sing along because I feel like our stream viewers will go to zero almost immediately.
So here there's just ref discussion with the captains. To catch you up with hockey around New Zealand, the women's NZIHL kicked off officially tonight with the Auckland Steel playing the Canterbury Inferno. It became a 6-5 game to Auckland Steel. They'll play again tomorrow in Auckland. So if you're in that area, please go watch, support the girls, support the women. You can also watch it on live stream. And then next week, the Wakatipu Wild head to Dunedin to play the Dunedin Thunder in their first round.
Last night when we were on the stream, I was discussing with Dave, we were talking about the 3-on-3 competition and how well it all went. And I brought it up to Dave and I said, I feel like they missed a real big opportunity there to have a combined NZIHL, NZWIHL combination team.
Yes, I agree.
Bring everyone into the fold, you know?
There's a lot of moving parts behind the scenes with stuff like that, volunteers, finances, and just this was their first shot at doing 3-on-3 full ice, and they just, sometimes it's easier to start a bit, not saying that was small by any means. It was a huge tournament.
Great success, yeah.
Yeah, the women are very eager to get involved in things like that. We have the first Trans Tasman for the women in October that was just announced.
I saw that announced. That's amazing.
So the Ice Ferns will be heading to Australia, I believe Newcastle, yes, to play the Australian Flyers.
Being Australian, I should know that.
Yeah, you are Aussie. Come on.
I am. Let's just say the Australian national team.
Are you a Kiwi too, Joel?
Hey?
Are you a Kiwi as well?
No.
No, not yet.
No. Actually, I probably shouldn't announce that on live stream. The comments might light up with a lot of Trans-Tasman rivalry.
Yeah, that is true. I'm Kiwi, so.
That's true.
Yeah, I know.
I can tell by your accent.
Thank you. It's keen as.
Sure, bro.
Thanks, mate.
All right. Now, it seems like the Stripes might have sorted this situation out here. I feel like after that incident, we're going to see a lot tamer last 10 minutes. We have one penalty on the board, which is a 5-minute major. To Cam True. So that's the first one that's gone up on the board there. I assume there'll be a perhaps coinciding major from Rees as well, perhaps.
And it looks like Botany Swarm took both games this weekend. Friday they won 6-3. Saturday they won 5-2. They played the Dunedin Thunder.
Excellent. All right. So because currently at the moment the Stampede and the Swarm share the first place position on the table, with both undefeated and one overtime win apiece.
You know, in my opinion, sometimes that's harder to do if you're undefeated the whole season. There's just a lot more pressure on you.
Yes, absolutely.
But you definitely don't want to be bottom of the table either.
No, it's very hard to win the championship when you're bottom of the table. All right, looks like we're going to get back into some hockey here.
Let's do that hockey.
Let's do that hockey. So we have Stampede with 4 players on the ice and Red Devils with 5. So it looks like the Stampede are going to serve a 5-minute major here. And no, unsurprisingly, Red Devils have their top power play line out there. Nichols, Esposito, or Delamore, Dodwell. Let's see what we can do here. Dished across to Esposito through the neutral zone, breaks in, gets a shot away, rebound from Brooks. The puck is still loose. Esposito picks her up around the corner, tries to get it to Orr. And Nichols, great job of keeping that. Oh, not quite keeping that in by the... Nichols believes he kept it in. The refs believe he didn't. The refs are always correct.
I mean, I'll never argue with them.
I'll never argue with them either.
I'd rather stay on the ice than be in the box.
Yep, can't score goals from the box.
No.
All right, so we have Dodwell taking the draw here against McIntosh. Dodwell with the win, back to Nichols, who elects to dump it in, wheel it around. Dodwell to collect. No, McIntosh
taking a stride
with the win there.
And goal.
Off the
no
post
goal.
And cleared up
Lucky
by Freer. Short-handed goal.
Again, this is why I'll never be a goal judge.
Exactly.
Lucky cleaning up the garbage there, as they say.
Indeed. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, isn't it? It's tough, when you're on a power play and you're so focused on,
Yep.
Offensive play. One little bad bounce of the puck. You get C-Mac gets 2 steps on you and, gets that great opportunity and then finished off nicely by Freer.
I really love a player that can pick up the garbage.
Exactly. All right, let's see here. We have Tappan, who's going to dish it over to Brown through the neutral zone. Oh, bounced off Chalice's skates. Can't quite collect it. And Hodge on the side to Willis. Can't quite clear the zone from Freer there. Bull with a shot. Oh,
rebound
Brooksy
opportunity.
Can't quite keep a hold of it. And Stampede have cleared it back into the Red Devils zone. Tappan to pick up behind the net and get this breakout going.
And there's another whistle. These whistles are getting quieter and quieter.
Yeah,
we're just talking louder and louder.
Yeah, maybe we're just in our own little world here.
I do feel a lot of this third period has been in our Stampede defensive zone.
Really
in
has.
Neutral ice. My neck is kind of crooked to the left here.
Yeah, well, if the Red Devils keep up this pressure, you'd think they're going to get rewarded. All right, we've had a line change here from the Red Devils, so we have their top PP unit out again with Orr, Esposito, Nichols.
Some more meetings in this game than I had at work last week.
Yeah. Dellimore and Dodwell.
I like the alliteration there.
Nichols to collect behind the net. And we're going to see the Red Devils break out here through the neutral. Dish across to Esposito, picked up by Dodwell. Can't quite get into the zone here. And they're going to have to leave that one. Nichols is offside. And Amston elects to just clear it straight down the ice with Ross in pursuit. Esposito through the middle. Decides to dish into the corner. Out to the point to Nichols, who elects to take a shot. Oh, through the legs of Devlin. Gets a line to Brooks there, but cleared out by Harrison.
That'll give Stampede an opportunity to change.
Yep, looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. Ooh, Rusty Jones here. And steaming up the ice here. He's got Esposito in the middle. They're going to dish it to Tappan on the point. Back to Orr.
Clear shot.
And Orr tries to slide it through the middle, but great stick there by McCallum to clean that up. And Hurley's just going to send it straight back down to Fanning.
On net, too.
On net, exactly. Tappan to pick up behind the net. And he doesn't have the opportunity to slow things down. Dogged by Rusky Jones there. Now Brown skating it hard up the ice, passes to Ball. Brown through the middle, can't quite pick up the centering pass, picks it up behind the net, gets an opportunity here. Great block by Hurley, putting the body on the line there.
There we go,
and
Hurley.
And the steal as well. Has he got the legs? Here we go. Slips it 5-hole.
There we go. That's the mayor of Roxborough right there.
The mayor of Roxborough right there.
He has my vote.
That is a Southern man through and through. Body on the line, puts it down, blocks the shot, picks the pocket of the defenseman. walks it in, 5-hole. Thanks for coming.
That was just a hard-working shift
That was
by him. Like
hard work. Blue-collar hockey.
Blue collar. Reminds me of my dad. Hi, Dad. And Mom.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
And hi to all the moms and dads watching out there if you can't make it here.
Indeed. So this has been quite a fortuitous penalty kill for the Stampede so far, with two shorthanders.
I love Shorty.
Best. And McCallum over to Frere, who's going to send it back to McCallum, who's going to dish it straight into the offensive zone there. Picked up by Red Devils, who are going to slow things down a bit here.
We have about 6.5 minutes left in the third period, and the score is 11-1.
Nichols wheel it around the net here. Picked up by McCallum, who sends it straight back down the ice. Fanning to collect and slow it down for Esposito here. He's going to pick it up behind the net. Giving himself a little chip pass to himself there. He's going to drive into the offensive zone.
He's been playing a lot of one-handed hockey. Like,
he has, yes.
Fun to watch.
Oh, great opportunity there. Shot by Esposito. Can't quite get cleaned up by Brown there.
And there's 40 seconds left on the PK for the Stampede.
All right. Tappin back to... Oh, I can't see who that is. All right, back to Amston here. Hodge, sorry, it was Hodge. Big stretch pass to McIntosh with a 2-on-1 for Freer.
Oh, glove save.
Great save by Fanning there.
That you're going to have nightmares about Lockie Freer. And if I were Colin, I would chirp him a bit for not being able to
not be able to close
pick a
that
corner,
one out.
Yeah. But what a great save by the goalie.
Good save by Fanning, I agree. All right, we're going to have a face-off on the left side here.
And Stampede are still shorthanded.
Oh, they are too, yes, for another 5 seconds. McIntosh collect behind the net, is going to wheel it back around. Tappin's going to pick it up there. Across to Orr. Hodge lets it run out. Across to Freer. And there's no icing on that one. So Tappin can't quite collect it behind his own net here. And Red Devils going to take this opportunity to try and break out. Or steaming through the middle here. Dished off behind the net to Orr again, who dished it out to Maestronok. Willis can't quite keep, Nichols just can't quite keep him in the zone there. Maestronok back to Nichols. Nichols to Orr, coming through the middle once again.
Nice.
Just can't quite keep his footing.
You know, Orr's a player that has been playing this whole game with a lot of heart and grit, determination.
Yep. I said the same thing last night. Like, this, he's kind of everything that you want in a captain.
Yeah.
Like, last night he got that opening, that first goal on the board, and it was a dogged effort to, like, you know, really, really gritty, like, made it happen. And he doesn't stop. Like, you know, 11-1's the score, and still going hard, leading by example.
Yeah. And I believe he came over from the Thunder, right?
Yes. Yes, he did. Yes. All right, Esposito collecting the neutral zone here. And he's, just pushed off the puck by Chalice there. Collected again by Bull. Esposito picks up in the neutral. Dishes across to Dallimore, who steps into the zone, gets a shot away. Blocked by Rusky Jones, Ollie Rusky Jones there. A little tip in front by Bull, but Brooksy sees that one coming. Esposito wheels it back around behind the net, and Ollie Rusky Jones
just trickled over.
Couldn't quite get the pass to Amston there, but Amston wins the race, so icing is waved. And tries to dance around 3 Red Devils players, but Esposito picks his pocket and
might need some dancing lessons.
Might need some dancing lessons, yes. Oh, centering pass picked off by Ross there. He was coming into the zone. He's got Campbell on his right. Oh, centering pass, but picked off by Delamore, who feeds it up. Burns picked up in the defensive zone. Decides to take a little time without. Picks Campbell on the far side here. He's going to skate into the zone with Devlin. And good stick by Tappan there to break up a dangerous play.
Yeah, it was a smart move on Devlin, extending that leg, staying on sides. He doesn't have a lot of legs, so.
Yep. Whereas Campbell has all of the legs.
Yeah, all the legs.
Young, long legs.
Yeah. Everything you want.
He's like 7 foot. Back to Burns here, who wheels it around to Devlin behind the net, dishing, centering pass to Ross, who, a lot of stick work going on here. Red Devils playing great defense, just tying up those Stampede sticks through the in the house, not letting any easy shots get away. As Munker comes away with it behind the net and just can't quite clear the zone. Harrison centering pass, and that's going to be picked up by Gallagher, who's going to take the opportunity here. Stretch past Sharang Henry. Can't quite pick it up, but bulldogging coil there. Burns clears out the zone, and that is not going to be icing. It's going to be waved off.
And there's 2 minutes left in the third period.
2 minutes left. All right.
So soak in all our commentary.
Indeed. Bull driving hard to the net here. Freya does a great job clearing the zone. And so far, picking the pocket of Mastronach. Dolwell to Bull. Just flips it into the zone, missing the roof. Very crafty play there by Dolwell. And we have McCallum charging up through the middle here. Lots of sticks from the Red Devils trying to interrupt his play there. Still walks away with it. Out to Sofa on point, who wheels it back around to Campbell. Dogged by Hopkins, is done a great job there breaking that play up. And Keo Cope, centering pass. And Callum's taking his time here behind the net. Delamore put a little bit of pressure on. And picked off through the middle here by Mastronach, who gets a shot away a little bit wide. Mastronach just doing a great job here to keep control of that puck. Up to Keo Cope, who elects to wheel it around. Brooksy came out behind the net to stop that coming around. Delamore against the boards with Hurley here. Picked up by Freya, skating through the neutral zone, dumps it in, wheels it around to McIntosh.
Rolls over the stick.
Esposito picks up that loose puck in the neutral zone. Cross to Delamore.
Nice move by Tappan.
With a little move here, but he's going to be offside, unfortunately. Delamore just couldn't make it across the line in time.
That's a tough one. Even without the puck, you got to be showing all the intensity on the ice.
Absolutely.
Nothing worse than making that great move and...
Yep, and having someone, not quite making it out.
Or you being that player that...
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah,
that's the worst.
I think that's even worse,
yeah.
And it happens to everyone.
17
nice
seconds left, and Brooksy covers up that shot.
It was a gorgeous shot by Gallagher there.
That was Gallagher, was it? Yes. It was a great heads-up play there.
And Gallagher it's his first season in the NZIHL, and he's been playing Mako against the Phoenix Thunder. Oh,
nice, yeah. He's had some good impact tonight. He's made some really heads-up plays.
Yeah, he's U18.
Nice.
So he's one that has to wear the cage.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha. Yeah, just shows that the future of New Zealand hockey is bright.
Yes. 9 seconds left on the clock.
9 seconds left.
And every time I see Esposito, I think Despacito by Justin Bieber, and it's going to be in my head all night.
That's fair.
Despacito.
Oh, McIntosh a little bit keen there, and taking a couple of steps before the puck drops.
the most steps he's taken.
I know. Can get home maybe. All right, and we have 5 seconds left here. And Esposito, quick turnaround shot. And that will be the end of the game.
That was a good third period, both ways.
I agree.
Red Devils didn't give up. They had quite a bit of shots on.
Yep. And even though the results, both these games didn't go the Red Devils' way, I think that team showed a lot of heart. And a lot of intensity and not taking the foot off the gas at any point through the entire both of the games, really.
Yeah.
And as you said, third period.
We'll see the Stampede in Auckland next weekend. It's a long weekend, holiday weekend.
Oh, yes.
So if you're bored, book a flight. Otherwise, drive
if
to Dunedin and come watch the women.
Exactly. If you're in Auckland, make sure to go check that out.
And then I'm not sure about Canterbury in their schedule. A little bit of a home field bias, home rink, home field.
We definitely have some home bias, and to anyone from Canterbury out there watching, we do apologise for our bias, but it's to be expected, and I assume we'll get the same reception when we come down and play you guys.
Yeah, I played in Canterbury last week, and they had a great DJ, but when we scored, silence, nothing, and it was so eerie, just like mentally. But here, they were playing some music when Red Devils got their goal, and I was like,
Nice. So next,
shout out to
the Canterbury DJ. Next time Kelly's in town, Desposito.
Yeah, Taylor. Yeah, I love. They had some tunes there. And Sally Tappan, Luke's mom, was in the box helping, volunteering there. So it's just fun. It's a small hockey community, and it takes everyone.
Exactly. Everyone, as I said earlier, big shout out to all the volunteers who donate their time to make events like this happen, both the NZIHL and the NZWIHL. We can't thank you enough for donating your time to bring us entertaining great moments like these.
Yeah. And then thanks to the fans as well and the team.
Yep.
I was giving a big shout out to the fans.
Yep. And all the sponsors as well. Again, it can't happen without you. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, what a fun game. Honestly, this is the best seat in the house.
It
so
really is,
when Dave
it?
asked me, I said, of course.
Yeah, we miss you, Dave.
Yes, we do miss you, Dave.
I'm sure all our viewers do as well. All right. Well,
yeah, thanks for having us. Thank you, Joel.
Yeah, thanks for having us. And that is the end of our entertainment tonight. So, everyone have a great night, and we will speak to you soon.
Yes.
Night.